All right, welcome to a Two Dudes Different States podcast. We're laughing because I fucked something up and I fixed it, but Zach couldn't see what I was fixing, so it just looked like I was in a frantic panic with my mouth just moving everywhere.
The cursor's just bouncing all over the screen like, oh god, what did I do?
And I know what I did because I know what I changed because I thought it was gonna help me for future episodes, but apparently it just fucked me over.
Alright. Welcome back to another great episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zach as always, and that's Bennett. And
Hello.
we're gonna have a decent show for you for
Two,
all of you
just the
today.
two of you. Yes, there's two of us, and we're here for all of you.
Hopefully there's more than two
And
viewers.
including new logo,
Logo
which will not be the last.
will not be the last. I like it. I like it. It's definitely better than our Microsoft Word.
Yeah, paint. Excuse
Microsoft
you, paint.
Oh, sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
It's
I didn't
crazy.
mean to
There's this thing
offend you.
called the internet, and they have free websites that make you. They can make logos in like under
Oh my
5 minutes.
god!
And I could
Who
have
would
done
have
that weeks
thought?
ago, but I just didn't care. I cared, but I didn't. I didn't know. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to download some weird photoshopping like kind of thing, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to do that, and I think just kind of like put me in a bad mindset of like wanting to figure it out, and then I just earlier today, my wife was on a website doing that very same thing, and I was like, oh, I should probably just do that. Like,
Well, thank you, Allison.
hmm
Thank you, Bennett. It looks great.
yep, it's
It's gonna
first
take some
draft,
time
first
getting
draft.
used to it. I missed the Microsoft Paint one.
Maybe I'll reference it somehow in the
Just have it in the corner of the screen.
just have the old logo in the corner of it for some reason.
just just like cropped it into the corner.
It'll be an inception of logos where every new logo will be the bigger one, but inside that logo will be an old one, and inside that one will be an old one.
It's like when people pull up a stream in different windows.
Yeah,
It's just there.
yeah. It's gonna be a mashup of colors and not even gonna understand it.
Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, well, let's get started. Bennett,
hmm
Christmas is just around the corner, a little over three
And I'm
months
sad
away.
about that.
Yeah. Wait, why? I love Christmas time.
I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't think things are gonna be normal then.
Oh.
That's my only concern. But I do. I mean, there was some news over the weekend that I won't get super into, but some numbers at the CDC got revised, and
I did see those.
and I'm very excited about that. But I don't know if things will change just because of that, and that saddens me.
Didn't you hear it's gonna be over on the 3rd, November 3rd?
November 3rd, right? November 3rd.
November 3rd, it's gonna be over.
Did I tell
Don't
you
worry.
what my parents thought?
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that on here or just in passing, but my parents called me up one day and were like, "Hey, have you heard this theory that you young kids are talking about how like if Joe Biden wins, the virus is just gonna go away?" I'm like, "Oh no, that's a very real theory. Like
No, a
people
lot of people
genuinely believe that, and I kind of support that. Like it's hard not to like kind of want to agree with that." Just the way things are, the
Mhm.
narrative's being told, and I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with any party here. I'm just saying that things are kind of fucked up right now.
It's all gone to hell,
hmm
and it's basically gonna stay like this for a while.
Yeah.
But something to look forward to this Christmas. One new Call of Duty was officially announced last week or this week. One of the two.
Yeah, basically
It was
this week.
officially announced.
Yeah.
It's officially Black Ops Cold War, and we
hmm
got a few trailers of it during the
hmm
week, and that comes out somewhere in November, I think. November,
November
October, and
13th.
November 13th. And this is going to be the first Call of Duty game that will be compatible with the brand new systems. So the PS5 and the Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the Xbox is. I haven't really
Series
heard it.
X.
Oh,
I mean, we've known that for like
Either
a
way,
year, so I don't know how you didn't know that.
I'm officially a PC gamer now.
That's
Ben.
true.
I'm officially full-time PC gamer. Only
That's
reason
good.
I have my Xbox is for
Hulu.
uh Hulu and all that, and even then I might not even have it for much longer.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just want to get your thoughts. You thinking about getting either of these new ones, or you just gonna
I
stick
am
to PC?
100% not getting the Xbox
Okay.
because of PC, and the reasoning behind that is for specifically because obviously we run on Windows, which is another Microsoft product, and
Mm-hmm.
they also feature Game Pass on Windows now. So if I was
Really?
ever like, I want to like just start playing games, paying $15 a month and playing games that like I normally wouldn't play, and just playing a lot of games. Like if I've been streaming a lot more lately, and I wanted to like expand, just like I want to stream anything I can, I would probably get Game Pass and just start picking games that I would probably normally not buy on my own,
Mm-hmm.
to play. So I think that's a huge advantage for Xbox, and PC owners, is getting Game Pass versus individually buying games. Because even I think Halo Infinite is supposed to come out, the new Halo game, directly on Game Pass day one. So that's like a huge sell for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's supposed to come out on PC as well. So that could be
See.
a huge bonus. Because you could pay
Mm-hmm.
one. There's a thing going right now. It's been going on for a while actually. Because I tried it out already. Um, if you pay $1, you can get Game Pass for $1 right now for 1 month.
Oh, so that's probably gonna change come
We'll see.
when the
We'll
new
see.
consoles
They've
come
been doing
out.
it for about a year, and I think it's still active.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, $15 a month is not a ton,
Oh yeah. I mean,
depending on
what
what
is it?
other bills you have. But yes,
It's like
it's not.
what? Like say a thing for Xbox Live is what, like $12 for 1 month.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
So
60
like
a
you
year,
some
right?
some yeah, it's 60 a year.
Mhm.
So I don't know the math. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, it's just, there's a lot of, benefits to, I mean, with PC, yeah, like we'll get the same games, but at the same time, we have no really like exclusives when you think about it. Like
Yeah.
with PlayStation,
Well.
you got all these Call of Duty exclusives, you got
Okay.
Destiny exclusives, and a few other things. And with Xbox, you got Halo. But
Yeah.
with PC, you got nothing. You just got to wait for it to actually just become available either in the
Mhm.
Steam store or
I mean, even Fall Guys
Blizzard.
is technically console exclusive to PlayStation, which is now like
Really?
the number. Yeah, Xbox doesn't have it. Only PS4 and PC,
Hmm. Did
which I
not
thought was
know that.
odd. I didn't know that at first, and then obviously when the game blew up, I researched into it what the game was, and I was like, oh, that's super odd. And PlayStation gave it away for free the month it blew up, so that
I just want to
helped it a
say
lot.
this: Fall Guys
Hmm.
has to be one of the most explosive games I've ever seen.
Yeah,
That
I would
it
agree.
has taken off like a rocket.
I would say thanks to the way Fortnite has changed gaming for the past few years, it helped it blow up like that because Fall Guys is technically a battle royale, in a few different ways. So I think people saw that going in and kind of just picked up momentum, immediately because it's just part of that very popular genre. But even Fortnite itself, whether you talk about the original game or the eventual battle royale, had a very slow start, but
Hmm.
eventually obviously overtook the market completely.
Not for much longer from what I'm looking at there
I don't even think
with
they
them.
trend on Twitch much anymore.
No, I think it's like it's either Fall Guys or Call of Duty
Those are top two.
that that are the top two, and I don't even think a lot of the only people that play it are the people that are pro players and that are
Yeah, but
getting
I'm
paid
sure
to do it.
that's probably really true. And obviously with the new season of Fortnite coming out, being very Marvel involved and having a lot of Marvel skins, that could change things. Because I even know like a few YouTubers who pop into Fortnite every so often, and just to get the new like Marvel or DC skin. I'm like, oh, you're such a weirdo for doing that, but
They'll drop
I guess you got
60, $80 on the new skin and not play the game for like until
yeah.
the next season. Because I know
Hmm.
Ninja, he doesn't play the game anymore.
Oh,
He's all
really?
about Val. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's not. He doesn't play it anymore, but like
Mhm.
he doesn't play it as much as he used to, and what he's
Mhm.
really what I know it's going to be taboo to say this, but really built his legacy on stream services, like on stream on Twitch and all that.
Mhm.
But it's, I mean, like you got Tfue that's not playing it. Tfue
Mhm.
was one of the biggest Fortnite players in the world. You know, he won the very first like championship or something like that.
Right.
Not the World Series or whatever that they called it back last year. But I mean, it's just the way Fall Guys has taken off is just absolutely astonished me.
Well, I think that
Just
that's
like
also part in some from the quarantine and there being gaming as a whole has been up. And there's been not a lack of games, but I think there's been like a lack of hype for games. And there's been a ton of delays for the big games this year. So a lot of big games that should have already been out. I say should have, but were originally announced for earlier in the year. Were pushed back into like the fall, like including Avengers, which comes out this week, and then Cyberpunk was supposed to come out earlier, and I think Watch Dogs Legion was announced for like March, and then they moved that, and like so there's been a bunch of games that have been pushed back because of the quarantine and probably
I know
other
the
reasons, but
with like the biggest update in Destiny right now that was supposed to come out I think September
oh yeah, they
1st
pushed
or
that.
something like that. They
Mhm.
pushed that back to November.
Mhm.
You know, even with Call of Duty, or
Mhm.
I'll get to that in a second. Halo's been pushed back to next year.
Yeah, that was pretty shocking news.
Halo was supposed to come out what
I blame the
next month
fans.
or something like that, and
Yeah, it was supposed to come out at the
they
launch.
just decide that they weren't ready. And
Yeah.
it's better to push out a
Mhm.
ready game instead of one that's requires updates every other week.
Mhm.
So I mean, I guess you consider that a good thing. But then even with this new Call of Duty, like I saw tweets up to the before they announced like the Easter egg to find the trailer or whatever
Yeah.
for Call of Duty. They're saying like this is the longest we've gone without a Call of Duty teaser trailer
Mhm.
in forever. Like
Right.
we used to be getting it like at the beginning of May, telling us when the next one would come out.
Mhm.
But now that we have our set date, people are like, all right, let's get it over with. Let's get rid of Activision, and we'll now move on to Treyarch. And from even the pro player standpoint, like people are already done with this game with
Modern
Modern
Warfare.
Warfare. They're already, they're like, all right, let's go. Let's get to Treyarch's version because over the past few years, people have loved Treyarch's games.
Yeah, they're great. Well, 4 wasn't that great, and
Nah,
three in my opinion wasn't that great. Um, yeah, yeah. There's been a lot of delays this year, which is unfortunate, but they're still making the games, which is good news. They're finding ways to adapt, and that's what you want to hear. You don't want
what's
to hear
great,
things are just stopping.
what's great about this whole like the video game industry is that a lot of the work you don't need to be in a group setting to complete. At least from what I know, it's a lot of
Yeah.
it's just coding,
Mhm.
and yeah, there's teamwork, but at the same time, you don't need to go in for meetings for this type of stuff. You can just
Yeah. Hopefully not.
get your computer and
Mhm.
get stuff done there.
Right. Yeah. I never officially answered part of your question before, but I have still been debating whether or not I want to get a PlayStation 5.
Hmm.
And I've had a lot of PlayStations over the years, and I've considered them to be my main gaming device until I got my PC, and I still play most of the exclusives that come to the PlayStation because I think they're very interesting. Most recently, Ghost of Tsushima, which was a perfect game in my opinion. Um, I still don't know if I want to get one or not, because I don't know if it's worth buying, especially not knowing the price right now. I don't know if it's worth buying it just to play exclusive games. Um, because like yeah, I want to play Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is like going to be a much shorter story than the original Spider-Man game on PS4. But
I'd watch you stream that. I'd
yeah,
watch it.
I I'm hoping it's going to be a very cool game, and I want to play it. But the downside, again, is the costs of wanting to just pick up a console just to play the exclusive games on it.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm holding out hope, and I don't think this will happen anytime soon, which does stink. But PC um, is able to access PlayStation Now, which I don't know if you're familiar with what that is. Um,
no.
so basically, PlayStation Now is very similar to Game Pass, but
Mhm.
it's not the same. So you pay like monthly or yearly, and you have access to their whole library of games, but they stream the game to your device versus downloading it, which I think you download with Game Pass. But it's been a
Oh,
while
okay.
since I've used PlayStation Now. I think I just used like the free trial of it just to see how it was, and that was like back when it first came out. So it's been a long time, but I know that you can play PlayStation games on a PC through that service. So I'm hoping that eventually they'll kind of catch up to Game Pass in that sense. They might not, because they might like be like, why would you ever want to offer that kind of service? It seems like less lucrative in their from their end. Like they probably would lose money in a sense. Um, so it's I'm hoping that maybe they just kind of release stuff on PlayStation Now, and then I could be like, oh, I can play Spider-Man Miles Morales on my PC instead of having to buy a whole new console.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. It's like, because I have no interest in buying the new Xbox either.
Right.
Like, for me, like, this new
Mhm.
Xbox is just going to be exactly the same as what I have now,
Right.
except for, like, a little bit better graphics, I feel like. But, you know, this whole coming out with, like, a new console every, couple years is starting to get annoying with me. And I guess like the same could be like said with with PC. Like there's always gonna be brand new parts and stuff.
Dude, I'm just
You
waiting for
know.
PC2 already. God.
No, PC. I
Yeah.
I mean I buy that.
Yeah, I heard Minecraft 2 is gonna launch with it.
Oh, thank God! Can't wait. But no, it's just like it's I get it. You got to make money someplace, and somehow. But at the
Mhm.
same time, like at one point, do you just you just chill for like 10 years? And you're just like, all right, well, here's the thing. We're gonna totally immerse you into the fucking game. Like, we're gonna take your like a scan of your body and just throw you into the game.
Mhm.
Like, that's you understand like what I'm saying? Like,
I think
it's
so.
pretty much all gonna be the same until like that technology is available.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of YouTubers debate whether or not exclusivity is a benefit or a hurt. And I think in this regard, it's a benefit because why bother getting um, one of the consoles if you're not going to get exclusive stuff for buying that console? Like, I think Microsoft is like taking a wrong turn at this point where they're trying to be open and like, hey, everybody come play on our console. It'll be fun and great. And PlayStation's over there going like, yeah, but you can play on ours too. You can do all the same things and you get all these extra options of things to play. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. It's exclusivity is just like it's been like a real it's been tough for people who have just had an Xbox for most of their lives
I don't
because
know about
they
that.
they well, I mean, if you really think about it, Call of Duty's been with Xbox or with PlayStation for years. Like they get all the guns and they get all the stuff. And then
Most
I'm like,
recently.
yes, but then you got Destiny who they get all the stuff on PlayStation still.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it is. Like PlayStation just bought the exclusive rights to some game, and I can't remember what it is. Um,
I
if
don't
you can
know.
help me out, that'd be awesome. I just
I don't know
I
what that
can't.
was.
They just
They
bought
just
like
bought
some of the.
exclusive rights to a game?
Yeah,
I'm not aware of that happening recently.
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that someplace,
Mhm.
and I just can't remember what it is. I'm gonna try to look it up right now.
Yeah, I was kind of do the same thing, but um, gonna take me too long to find it, but yeah, I mean, I feel like exclusivity tends to work out, in my opinion. Um, it's a competitive market, and you should act like that. And I don't think Xbox is acting like that right now, and they're probably gonna even lose sales to Nintendo because Nintendo's sold out right now. My brother-in-law was trying to find a Switch for since March, basically, since the pandemic started. Everybody freaking bought one.
Oh yeah, that was the same with my sister. She couldn't find one.
He found one the other day. He was at Target. He just happened to be passing by the electronics, and there was one in the case, and he bought it, and it was the last one in the store. But I don't think they were restocking in any way. I think they're just all gone. And he was lucky. He was lucky. He bought one, got it. But I think exclusivity just it's it's how the market's moving. I don't think PC is ever gonna go in that direction because I think Steam and Epic are already in too much of a battle for um like wanting people to be on their platform because Epic is just paying. They're just fucking paying companies to be like, just come on our platform, even if it's just for like a couple months early. Like even just most recently, Total War Troy released for free the first day, but then the rest I think it's $60 or 50, um, and it's they're exclusive for 1 year. Control from Remedy Studios um, was I think on Epic for a year as well. They just released on Steam recently, so they've they're they're getting exclusivity, but they can't hold it the same way
Hmm.
PlayStation is, and I don't I don't think they're gonna try and just outright buy exclusivity completely because I don't think people are just gonna suddenly switch over to Epic. There's just too much animosity in
Oh
that
yeah.
area.
I feel like it like when you say animosity, I feel like it all just stems from Fortnite. Like
It
you think of
it
Epic,
does,
and the
and it
first thing you can think of is Fortnite, and you're like,
yeah,
dude, fuck that game.
I know.
So no.
Well, for a long time, Minecraft used to be that. It used to be kind of the butt of the joke, at least in my opinion. I Over the years, I feel like that's kind of been they're like, oh, you play Minecraft? Why aren't you playing Call of Duty? Um, but I think that's obviously changed a lot. Even I play Minecraft sometimes now.
Hmm.
It's very relaxing. But yes, people definitely don't like Epic because of Fortnite, which I think is so sad. You don't like them because they're doing really well at something. That's stupid. Um, but I think the other side of that is the fact that there's a lot of people who don't like the fact that they have a lot of Chinese money,
Oh
basically,
yeah.
where Tencent as a Chinese company is very invested in that company. I think Epic still owns majority, so they still get complete say over what's happening. At least that's how they continue to say what is happening over there. So I'll continue to believe them until we see otherwise. And people complain that Epic Store has done weird things to their computer and stuff, but there's no legitimacy to it. But they're just finding any reason to not like them.
And I think like what's happening with this lawsuit with between Apple
Hmm.
and Epic right now is just it's not helping their case at all either.
Yeah,
Because
it's
people,
still really weird.
like I said, people are already like, dude, fuck Epic. It's it's just Fortnite, blah blah blah. And then they're seeing, it's
I know.
attacking or it's being attacked by Apple,
Yeah, well,
and
you s- go ahead.
it's just like people, everyone has like an iPhone nowadays. I really
Hmm.
don't know a lot of people that have Androids, and people are saying like, dude, now you're attacking my phone brand, bro. Like, what's going on with that? It's it may sound childish, but at the same time, you think that's like part of the you know
Hmm.
that's part of the reason why.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I think I forget exactly what I was talking to, but somebody mentioned to me that I shouldn't delete Fortnite off my phone. Um, because if it's gone now, that means that I could probably sell the phone for a good amount of money because you can still apparently access it because the
Hmm.
servers still run it. Um, but you just couldn't download it from uh, the Apple Store. So I'll be holding that app on my phone forever. Because I do
Yeah,
need to get a new
well, I mean
phone, so
that's one way to look at it.
hey,
But I mean,
everything's an opportunity to make money.
I guess so.
Hmm.
Um, but it like I said, it's a lot of it's just childish banter and childish
Yeah.
reasoning behind a lot of the stuff, and hopefully it just blows over and
It
that
will.
it's just the end of it, you know.
Yeah,
But
well, I think another thing that people kind of miss out on, they're always like, oh, it's Apple and Epic. They're in a battle. They're in a lawsuits. But Epic's also in a lawsuit with Google, but nobody seems to like care
are you serious? Dude, now you're
for the
saying
same
this.
reasons.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow, I did not even hear
they're
that.
getting removed. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure. Sorry if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Um, that it's for like they're being removed from Android as well. For pretty much the same reasons.
Next thing you know, you
I know
got
it's a
Epic
pretty much
making
a
a
lot, but
phone and having their own servers and all that type of stuff for the
I don't
phone.
think they'd go that far.
You don't think?
No, I think they'll find a one. I don't know. It's tough. Maybe I think they might try and go to a web browser and like have it compatible with like, oh, you just turn your phone sideways and you can play on the web browser that way.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
that would be my that would be what I sell them as the marketing idea. I go, you just run into a board meeting room and be like, web browser. We just have them turn their phone
We need
sideways.
something. We need something now.
Like they're like great, and then they run over to their game developers and they're like, oh, web browser, put it in the web browser. And they're like, you're fucking nuts. We can't do that.
You madman. You want to explain to me what this
All
this
right, yeah,
picture
it's
this
time.
picture is?
Okay, so this is the bottom left picture right here. Doesn't have anything to do with video games. It has to do with Netflix. And this show called Million Dollar Beach House is
That's who the
about
oh.
these there's a couple more missing here, but at least these five. And it's a terrible show. It's like really bad. And um I'm somebody who typically hates reality TV shows, and my wife got me into um a couple of Bravo shows called Million Dollar Listing New York and Million Dollar Listing LA, which basically is just people with real jobs being filmed in slightly more dramatic ways to showcase them selling really nice homes to other people. So you get to like kind of see like the behinds of like sales and like real estate, and so it's kind of cool because you get to learn new things while being entertained. But it's also a really stupid reality show. This tried to capture that same essence, but failed horribly. Um, None of these people are likable, and I'm gonna get into the controversy around the show in a second, but I do not recommend the show. It is like 6 episodes, and it's not even worth that.
Wasn't it
Um,
just renewed?
Probably was. I mean, I don't. There's very few Netflix shows that aren't. Um, they in those 6 episodes, just real quickly, they start apparently at the beginning of Hamptons, which so the Hamptons season for selling homes apparently in the summer starts like I don't know around Mayish, and then ends probably around September-ish. And in those 6 episodes, they go from the beginning to the end, and it happens so quickly. You're like, I don't even know what day it is. Like, how you gonna tell me the season's over already? Both in the show and in the actual sales season. So I guess I didn't know this. Hamptons or New York. I don't know where rich people live. Um,
Yeah,
but
I
that's a
was thinking
thing.
that was California, but
No,
that's
yeah, I always thought Hamptons was
how
California
uncultured
or
I
something.
am.
But apparently it's New York. And that's why it's the summer months that are like the sales season because nobody wants to fucking move out there in the winter because it's New York. Um, so these people all like work together at the same firm and they all like try and sell homes together. And this woman here on the left, I think her name was Peggy, um, gets into a fight in the first episode with the guy all the way on the right named Noel or Noel. We're not totally sure. He spells it like Joel, so Noel, which you would definitely pronounced Noel, but his parents named him Noel.
Mm.
And so throughout the entire show, all 6 episodes, multiple different people call him Noel and Noel. Um, so those two get into a fight, and then throughout the rest of the season, it's just everybody ganging up on him. And pretty much there's been a huge controversy around the fact that a lot of people on Twitter, and yes, I know it's Twitter, so you shouldn't take these people's opinions seriously, but they're basically
What?
calling it very racist because he's
Oh.
the only black guy on the show, and he was like a professional ping pong player at one point in his life, and he has a twin brother. Yes, his twin brother's name is Joel, and who speaks fluent Korean and is a
Oh.
model and actor in Korea, South Korea specifically, not North Korea. And so that's yeah, this show's terrible. Don't watch it. That's pretty much it.
But the way you just described that show and like how like vocal you are about it just
Yeah.
reminds me of like how I was with that younger show
Uh-huh.
from last week.
But I'm not crying about
Just
it.
okay, I wasn't crying. I said I
Emotional.
almost cried,
Okay.
and I've been emotional. By the
Yeah.
way, I'm getting that book like sometime this week.
That's good.
But you know, yeah, no, all those people right there in that pic just alone just make me not want to like them.
Mhm.
Like they look like total douches, you know, total tools.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
those
you
those
know,
two guys on the left, they're like best friends. They grew up together. Just a total bromance the whole time. Like the guy in
okay.
the very first guy was like a college football player who like always succeeded in life, and then he like got into the real world and like wasn't succeeding as much, so it was like
Hmm.
it was difficult for him to adjust to.
Oh, poor him.
Yeah.
Now he has a TV show on Netflix.
Yep. Well, we don't know for how much longer. Maybe one
Nah.
season. Maybe not. I don't know. It's not a good show.
I can't get over how angry you are.
Yeah, well, it was really bad. So,
Oh my
and I
god,
watched
that's
all of it.
hilarious. Oh my god. Wait, did you actively watch all of it because you wanted to, or just because it was there?
Both.
Okay, reasonable, reasonable.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't any. It wasn't like I was like, oh, what's this? Um, or like I was like excited for its release or something. I had no idea it was coming out, and I just saw it and was like, oh, that
Bennett,
looks like our the older shows.
speaking of releases,
Uh huh.
guess what comes out this week?
The boys.
The Boys.
Yay!
Oh my god, but it's only like the first like 6 episodes or something like that.
Not
First
even
5 or 6.
first 3.
Oh wait, what?
Mhm.
I want to binge watch the hell out of that.
Yeah, it's
But
unfortunate.
nah, dude, I've been seeing a lot of lot of clips and from throughout the season or something like that on Facebook, and I am amped. I
Mm.
am super excited for this show to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I've been basically looking forward to it all summer.
Now I just need a bunch of our other shows to come back.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about any of them.
Mm,
So it's sad. It's very sad. And it's
but
sad that several of them are like police related shows, so
I
they're
know.
getting extra delayed for rewrites, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have no idea if that rookie show is going to survive or not.
I hope it does. It's a great show.
I know. It'd
And
be a shame if Nathan Fillion got canceled.
starting a
again.
petition. Why would he get canceled?
More like his show got canceled,
Oh, okay.
not like him as a person.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'd start a petition to like find out what happened, what was supposed to happen,
Mhm.
because it ended on a huge cliffhanger. I'm not okay with it just ending.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just hoping it comes back soon. I can't go, another year without my shows coming back.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking about The Boys next week,
Hmm.
and I am super excited.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, why don't you outro
We'll
us,
see you all
Zach?
next week.
Hmm. For some boys talk.
Boys talk. Just boys. Straight dudes.
All right.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.